Like, you have to do so many things wrong in order to end up here that it's just like, it's not even like a realistic position to be in. Like, even if you're like scrimmaging out from like a lower leg shift, like the guy's always going to step one of his legs up. Like your knees are never going to, like if the guy's coming up to like start wrestling you, like you're never just going to keep both your knees together. It's just so unrealistic from this position. But anyways, you see, he tries to come up and tries to go for the overwrap of the leg. And I just dominate the hip with my knee. And the second he goes back to he tries to go for an elbow cutback. So he's kind of like trying to figure out what to do from here. So you see, the second he goes for the elbow cutback, I started to put a front headlock in. So now if he was to go for an elbow cutback and came to my leg, I would just fall to my right hip, slide my left knee in, go Sumigaeshi. He realized this and he's like, you know what? Sumigaeshi's going to take me over. I'm going to go back to the overback grip. And as he did, I hit a reach back crossface, and then I just slid across, controlled the far hip, and followed him through and took his back.
Look at that camera work, baby.
That was pretty good camera work. This is actually an interesting exchange. I think Landon actually laughs after this because he thought he had me beat because he got on top and his knee was on my hip, and I just pushed his knee right back inside and like ended up taking his back or coming back on top. So you see from here, I looked to start scooting around the corner, but I actually let his knee get to my hip. So I'm like, we'll take it deeper into the threshold now. And I'm going to actually let Landon's knee get to the outside of my hip from this position. So Landon's like, man, I got this beat. So as he goes to start driving me down to the floor, he's like, man, I'm on top. I'm in top position now. I'm dominating his hip from here. So I should be able to win. As he went to go solidify top position, I just took my right hand and just pushed his knee right between my legs and ended up in a cross body ride. And then just took his back. And he actually like smiled at me. I mean, he kind of smiled and just laughed about it. And he was like, God damn it. But that was a cool little exchange. Like I let him get all the perfect position and then just recovered by pushing the knee back between my legs. See from here, just like we talked about, if I see he goes for the elbow cutback, so I was trying to start taking his back from here, he's like, man, there's space for the elbow cutback. The second he goes in for the elbow cutback, I just immediately bury the head and I lift this leg. So as he goes to start coming in to cross my hips, I just lift, end up in top position, return him back down to the floor. So it's literally like everything we're doing in the instructional is like exactly what you would do, obviously, in real time. Again, just keeping those hips right between the knees. See, I always have a knee and elbow connection as well. This is interesting. So Landon, this time, he realizes that overbacks aren't really having much success, obviously. The elbow cutbacks aren't having much success. So what Landon tries to start doing from here is he tries to start going into reach back cross faces from this position. So the second he tries to go into a reach back cross face, you see the first thing I do is I hide my head to make the cross face hard. Let me fall back down into bottom position. I'm still keeping that knee and elbow connection to make it hard for him to start stepping outside my hip. And then from there, because he has no base support out towards his right hip, I just push him down to his hips and put him back down to the floor. And now I start circling, pushing that knee down. Again, now he's getting a little bit more keen. He knows what's going on a little bit better with his knee position, but still beating that knee, leg riding through. He goes to chase, and because you start with height, it's so much easier to start beating your partner because of the fact that you start higher than them, you're on top. So it's much easier for you to maneuver when they're carrying your body weight than if you were in bottom position. That was the end of round number 2 with Mr. London. This is going to be round 3 with Dominic from half guard. Dominating that far hip. Now you're in the driver's seat. I surely do a video on how to properly use this, like systematically attacking the scrimmage overback grips. Do like these and reverse overbacks, and because it is a good position. Like you see, I'm using it effectively, and whenever the guy puts me on bottom, like there's a YouTube video that's already out when you guys are watching this. Should already be out when you guys are watching this. About me just doing live rolls, and I use it from top and bottom position. So just because I'm better at the position than the rest of the guys, but you can use it effectively. You see here, lifting, returning him back to the floor, then posting on the hip. Leg riding. And mount. See, everyone focuses on the upper body grips. It's really the battle is going to be fought at the lower body most of the time. Like obviously there's like cutbacks and stuff like this. There are exceptions, reach back cross faces, but if you can dominate the lower body battle, you're going to be in a good position. You see from here, I got to the far wrist this time. Hiding my legs from safety. Then passing off of that. Feet gripping the ankle, moving up to the knee, and forming a 2-on-1 on that leg, putting my first hook in. That was an interesting little scrimmage there. So Dominic correctly did the right thing, where he tried to go into an inversion from here. As he went to go into an inversion, I tried to throw him forward. You see with this, with my right hand there, or sorry, my left hand there.